Hi everybody, how you doing? I got a new chair, so we're gonna do comfy clues by Sam today. It is a Saturday, a nice one. It is raining, so kind of cozy as well. And if you don't know what Clues by Sam is, it is a daily logic puzzle game we play here every day on the channel. And in it, we have 20 people. Each of them has to be either a criminal or an innocent, and they may give you a clue to help you figure out their roles or other people's roles. So you need to do no guessing to figure everybody out. And today is the last day for January, and it is a hard one. If you want to play it as well, there is a link in the description to take you to it. And as I play, I'm going to explain my logic so you can follow along with me, or maybe if you get stuck and need some help, then we can do it together. So let's start now. We start with Deborah telling us that exactly 2 of the 3 innocents in row 3 are on the edges. So there's only 2 people on the edges in row 3, right? And both of them have to be innocents, which makes the 3rd innocent either Mary or Nancy. And now we have 2 new clues. So Luigi tells us that row 4 is the only row with exactly 1 innocent. Interesting. That means there's 1 more innocent in row 1. And Peter tells us that there is only 1 innocent to the left of Uma. Okay, so Uma is not a single innocent in row 4. That makes her a criminal. Now Uma tells us that 2 out of the 3 teachers have a criminal directly below them. Well, we know that either Gary or Helen, who are both teachers, are gonna have, for sure, a criminal below them, and the other one is gonna have an innocent because Mary and Nancy are both below them and they are one or the other. So that makes it so the 3rd teacher has to have the 2nd criminal below them, and that's Luigi, which means Rob is a criminal. And either Sam or Tina are the single innocent on row 4. Now Rob tells us there is only 1 innocent to the left of Kumar. And since Kumar is in row 2, who is a row that couldn't have only 1 innocent, Kumar has to be the 2nd innocent for that row. Now, let's leave that clue there. Kumar then tells us that 2 out of 3 sleuths have an innocent directly to the left of them. So there's 3 sleuths. 2 of them already have reviewed people. To the left of them. Oh, it's to the left, not to the right. I know my directions, I swear. So none of them actually have people. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, as I was saying, none of the sleuths, is it? None of the sleuths have an innocent to the left of them. But we know that in row 4 there's 2 sleuths. And for sure one of them is going to have an innocent to their left. Because if Tina is not an innocent, then Sam, who is to her left, is going to be an innocent. And if she is an innocent, she is to the left of Uma, who is a sleuth as well. So that's 1 innocent here. Where's the 2nd innocent then? It has to be to the left of the 3rd sleuth. And that's Chloe. So Barb has to be the 2nd innocent. And now Barb tells us there is only 1 innocent to the left of Helen. So that's the single innocent that's to the left of Kumar, right? There's only 1 innocent to the left of Kumar, and that innocent is also to the left of Helen, which makes Helen not that innocent. And either Gary or Flora are an innocent and the other one is a criminal. Now, Helen tells us that Sam is one of Tina's 4 innocent neighbors. Where's Tina? Tina is gonna have 1 innocent neighbor here who's either gonna be Mary or Nancy. Then there's Peter, that's the 2nd innocent neighbor. Sam is the 3rd one, which makes her a criminal, and the 4th one has to be in row 5. Now Tina tells us that there's an equal number of innocents in rows 1 and 2, and we know the total for row 2 as 2, right? So row 1 can only have 2, and it already does, so that means that both Chloe and Erwin are criminals. And Sam, you didn't even give a clue, that's true. Now, what do we do? What do we do? We know that Tina is gonna have a fourth innocent down here in row 5, right? And that's her final innocent neighbor. So that means that 2 people here are criminals. And row 5 couldn't have 1 innocent only because row 4 is the only row with 1 innocent only. So that makes Vince the second innocent in row 5. And Vince now tells us that only 1 person in row 2 has exactly 3 innocent neighbors. Row 2 up here. Who already has 3 innocent neighbors? Helen. But she's gonna have a 4th one. Flora has 2. Gary has 3, but he's gonna have a 4th one. So both Gary and Helen are gonna have 4. Let's think about Nancy and Mary. If Nancy is an innocent, that makes Coomer the person in row 2 with 3 innocent neighbors. If Nancy is a criminal and Mary an innocent, that makes Flora the person in row 2 with 3 innocent neighbors. In any case, Gary would have to be a criminal. Because let's say that Gary is an innocent in this situation. Now, Flora has 4 innocent neighbors. And Coomer has 2, so there's no one in row 2 with 3 innocent neighbors. And there has to be 1 person with 3. If Gary is an innocent and down here Mary is a criminal while Nancy is an innocent, now Coomer has 3 innocent neighbors and Flora has 3 innocent neighbors, and now there's 2 people in row 2 with 3 innocent neighbors, which is also not possible. So Gary has to be a criminal. That makes Flora herself an innocent. Now, Flora tells us that only one of the 4 innocents neighboring Sam is in column B. So Sam has 2 innocent neighbors here in column A. He's gonna have 1 innocent neighbor in column B, who's either gonna be Mary or Will. And the thing is that Mary and Nancy are one or the other, right? So let's say that Mary is an innocent. That will make both Nancy and Will criminals, and that will make Xavier an innocent because Sam has to total 4 innocent neighbors. If Mary were a criminal, that will make both Nancy and Will innocents and Xavier a criminal because they have to be... They are in 4 right now, right? But in any case, Tina's last innocent neighbor is gonna be either Will or Xavier, right? Because now it's Will. If we switch Mary up and make Nancy and Will both criminals, Xavier has to be the innocent, and that's Tina's last innocent neighbor again. So that makes Zara a criminal. Now Zara tells us that everyone has at least 1 innocent neighbor. And Zara herself doesn't have an innocent neighbor yet, so she has to have 1, and that has to be Xavier. There's no one else who could be an innocent. And because we know that Xavier is an innocent. And is Xavier one or the other with Will? Yeah, because Mary has to be an innocent so that Will can be a criminal. And that everybody has their 4. So Will is now a criminal, which makes Mary an innocent, which makes Nancy a criminal. And we are done. Good. Nice hard one. Less than 10 minutes. Very nice. Very fast. I like this one. And I like that they referenced Sam on the failure text. And that they... Let me read a bit of it. Sam helps us every day. He's the one that makes the criminals, gives us truth. Imagine if the criminals were lying and you had to figure out who of them are lying or not. Well, that enters the realm of dupery, or I guess demon bluff that we sometimes play on the channel live. But yeah, this is a nice one for practice. I like the hard ones a lot. And that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're having a great Saturday, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more Clues by Sam. So bye bye.